better get it off. There'll be no one left when we shut it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, 'cause it's almost over now, almost over.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he goes out right around the 39. This 2nd and 4.
39-yard line. It's a big
Here we go.
Brings up second
Big 13.
and 4.
Big 13.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Can. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Right side to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Goff now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Cut. 120. 2 up. Hey, shell.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw is Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
180.
Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180. Hot. 12. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
White 8, 11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Shell.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Goff. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll get this out just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12, 12, 12. Can.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Burrow changing the look. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 180.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first down.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, 76, 180. 11.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's that?
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Louis. What? Horrible. What's that?
Back to throw, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. It's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty. What did he? Stop.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
12, 11.
Burrow will throw. connecting with Burton here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now it's gone. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hold on.
Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
180. Hard ball.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
180.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go, 76. 76. Go, tonight.
Now Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Goff now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
5. 20. 2 up.
Gone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Gun. Got 12. Got.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, here's Gone. And that's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Can.
They start on the ground with P-Run. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Right 80.
Now Burrow. They're dropping it off underneath. Here's P-Ryan. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Right 80. What is that? 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Option here, they'll give to P-Ryan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 12. White 80. What is that? 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner. They've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Johnson on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Look at the big fella go. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go, come on! 180! Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Now Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 30 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A short throw there pulled in by Orr. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
11 MT. Shot.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
180. What's that?
They'll run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go. 120.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Louis. Hey, Shell. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
I think your initial reaction is surprised when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not put it in. 2nd and 10.
180.
Now it's Burrow. That's to his tight end all. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Good for a Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down.
11. Gun.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go.
Trying forward, P-Run. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
11 mighty.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Shot.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
Let's get set. 12. Shot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go. 180. Right shot.
Again, it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Big.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10. And appearing, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And he'll bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals JD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this